Okay, let's go.
Atkinson is back as the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers, which is kind of honestly a head-scratching move in my eyes, because I don't get how, looking at this, that you could bring him back. I mean, the Cavs had a 95% chance with 51 seconds to go in the third quarter to win the game in game one of the Eastern Conference Finals. Going, I mean, like, there with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Cavs had a 99.8% chance to win. And then we all know what happens. They blew a big 22-point lead in that, and I just kind of thought that this was going to be the move to maybe fire Kenny Atkinson and that. And I mean, if you look at all the other games, I mean, game 2, 109-93, not that close. Game 3, 121-108. I mean, a little closer, but not still close enough there. And then game 4, you just got absolutely destroyed, 130-93. So I don't get how come the Cavs decided to bring him back, unless if there's something that they got planned and all that. Maybe it's a Giannis trade. I think they got to do something regards, because this current team right now is not, I don't think, gonna. I mean, it could win in the Eastern Conference, because the Eastern Conference to me is kind of wide open, because you're gonna have Detroit, Boston should be back. You're going to have the Knicks again. The Heat, I mean, depending on what they do, if they go get Giannis, the Heat are going to be up there as one of the top teams in the East. So, yeah, I mean, to me, the Cavs really have to make a move here. And I just don't understand why he got brought back, because, I mean, yeah, they had a good series against the Pistons, beat the number 1 seed in the East at the time. But, yeah, I mean, to have 18 games in the playoffs this year, and you go 8-10, that's a 444 win percentage on that. And if you look at it, he's basically only been to the playoffs 3 times as a head coach, and not that good of a coaching record in the playoffs. So I mean, he's got a decent regular season record, except for the Brooklyn years and that, but that's when Brooklyn was kind of going through the rebuild, and I mean, credit, they're still going through the rebuild. I think Brooklyn's just going to be one of them teams that are going to be in a rebuild, but it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I was talking to Kevin and all that, and he thought for sure once that game was over, like, oh, we're going to see a coaching firing tomorrow and that, and I kind of agreed. I mean, based on how this series went and all that, and it just honestly kind of shocked me on how come they brought him back. Like I said, unless if they're planning on making a move for like a Giannis and that, but then you're probably going to trade Evan Mobley and that. But I mean, for Giannis, it would be worth it. Unless if they trade away like I mean, Mitchell could be on the table. Who knows? I mean, maybe Harden is. I mean, maybe they move Harden. Jared Allen maybe is on the move. I mean, they got to make a move, because looking at the Bobby Marks kind of Cavaliers offseason here, their projected salary is $225 million. Their luxury tax bill, $201 million. First apron, $209 million. Second apron, $222 million. And yeah, I mean, you got a team option on Craig Porter Jr., so you can decline that or whatever. You got Tyrese Proctor, Dennis Schroeder, who are free agents as well, I believe. You got a player option on James Harden. I think it's like $40-some million, so we'll see if he opts into that or whatnot. But yeah, I mean, you gotta make a move, because Mitchell's gonna need a contract offseason come next year and that, so you gotta determine, is he gonna be worth the re-signing of that contract, because probably like a 5-year deal and all that, he's gonna be into his 35-ish, 36-year-old season. So I mean, hard telling if he's gonna keep continuing to play at the level that he played at. But you got pick 29 in the draft, so that contract won't be as much. And that's good. At least you only got 1 first-round pick this year. Got a veteran minimum. They got 2 trade exceptions too. So maybe you look to, and I seen a report, I forget who posted it and all that, but maybe they look at like a sign and trade for LeBron and Jared Allen's, the man going to the Lakers, which, I mean, for the Lakers, that makes sense because the Lakers need a center badly and all that. No offense to DeAndre Ayton and all that, former number 1 overall pick and that, but Jared Allen would be a way better fit in the Lakers system, I feel like, than a Ayton would. So way bigger upgrade and all that. So, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting here to see kind of what they got planned and all that. I mean, I know they were hurt quite a lot this year and all that. And honestly, like, as a Pistons fan, that's how I think the Pistons kind of got the number 1 seed. I mean, I think we were good, but I think we kind of got the number 1 seed and held it for basically wire to wire, except for like a couple weeks to begin the year. I think we kind of only held that number 1 seed that long because of the injuries and all that, which is, I mean, so we'll see what happens here. But yeah, I mean, the Cavaliers went 21-11 since the trade deadline, so that was a good, solid record. I mean, there over the. But yeah, the Cavaliers' $281 million payroll is the largest in franchise history, and that. So, and they got to make a right here. Cleveland is the only team finishing over the second apron this season. As a result, its first round pick in 2033 is frozen and cannot be traded. So, I mean, hard telling what the team's going to look like in 2033. I mean, you could still be contending by then. I mean, you would think you should, depending if you keep Mobley in that, because Giannis may be, slowing down and all that. If they go for Giannis, that is. But yeah, man, it seemed like a weird move that I did not expect to happen at all. I think Kenny Atkinson is a decent head coach. I mean, he's nothing great. He's nothing to write home about. But, I mean, I get it. You lost out on like a Jamal Mosley from the Magic who went to the Pelicans and all that. I think that was a solid hire by them. I mean, you got Jason Kidd who was just fired, so you could have had Jason Kidd, but maybe, they didn't really want him in that. I mean, you got Sean Sweeney, who's the Spurs assistant head coach. He's probably going to get a coaching job somewhere down the road here, I'm assuming from one of these teams that has a head coaching vacancy. So, but yeah, I don't know. Just feels like he should have been fired, but they must have seen something in him that, so. But yeah, I think this team has to make a move, whether it's a Mobley for Giannis trade centered kind of around that. Obviously, some more pieces get thrown into it. Maybe you'd look to bring in LeBron. I mean, I doubt it. He comes here for the veteran minimum, but maybe he would. And that, yeah, just it's gonna be a weird off season for the Cavs. I'd like to know Cavs fans comments and all that on what you think your team should do and all that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, and if you think about it, Mitchell had a fantastic playoffs and that. Like, I'm not knocking Mitchell. Mitchell's one of my favorite players and all that, but Harden, I mean, had some rough moments there, especially in the Pistons series and that. Mitchell kind of carried his way towards the end there and all that. Yeah. And I mean, I think too, they just ran into a red hot Knicks team who, I mean, coming off a lot of rest and all that, and I knew whoever came out of that Pistons Cavs series, I actually figured whoever came out of the Pistons Cavs series would lose maybe game one at best, because it was only a day off, in between the game 7 on that Sunday, and then game 1 was Tuesday and that. So, I kind of figured, okay, Cavs will lose game 1 and that, but, you know, I think they should at least take 1 and all that, but nope, they got swept pretty badly in that, and, yeah, I thought when I saw that blown 22-point lead, I'm like, that could be the F for Kenny Atkinson as the head coach, so, you know, it's hard to say what happens here. Like I said, but I think this team has to make a drastic move because I don't think you can win in the playoffs with this, you know, Mitchell, Mobley, Allen, and Harden core. I think you got to make a move, whether it's you get off the Harden contract. I mean, if he opts in and that, but I don't know what you can really get for him. I mean, maybe you could get like a Tyler Hero maybe or something, or maybe you could trade Mitchell for Hero or something like that. You could go, like I said, Mobley for Giannis, somewhere in that, along that lines. Maybe a third team gets involved. Like I said, maybe like kind of like a sign and trade, like Allen goes to the Lakers and LeBron comes, you know. It's gonna depend on how they can, yeah, because they are not good financially in that. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I just wanted to do this quick little video talking about the Kenny Atkinson decision to come back and all that. I think it was a horrible move. Like I said, if you any Cavs fans, let me know in the comments below if you guys like the move or what you guys would do this offseason if you were the GM of the Cavs. And yeah, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It'll be greatly appreciated. If you click in the center of the screen or somewhere there, it'll show the intro video for this channel. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.